Welcome to Ancient World Studies. My name is Dr. Raoul McLaughlin. Unusual coins are found in China, showing a stylized Chinese dragon on one side and Greek script on the reverse. These coins seem to be ancient currency. The question is, why did ancient China create a Greek coin? This strange Han-Hellenic coin is modelled on ancient Greek drachmas. Drachmas were silver coins produced by Greek states in the Mediterranean. They were made from blank discs, with the sharp image on the surface punched into the metal using a die template that was struck by a hammer blow. The Greeks also mass-produced a range of bronze and copper coins, but silver had a higher value and facilitated larger scale transactions. Greek city-states often placed a traditional emblem of their people on their coins. Hellenic monarchs depicted themselves on their state coinage, along with images associated with strength, tradition, and power, including emblems of gods and heroes. They also added Greek text to their coins. Over time, these were abbreviated, with surplus letters removed to create space for further words and images. When the Romans established their own silver coinage in Italy, it had a similar size, weight, and design features to the Greek drachma. One of these silver denarii represented a good day's pay for a labourer or a soldier. An ancient Greek drachma contained about 4 grams of silver and was about 20 millimeters in diameter. However, there was considerable variation in the weight and size of these coins over time and between states. A tetradrachma was a 4-drachma piece, and a decadrachma was 10 times the weight of the standard drachma. The largest silver coins produced in the Greek realms were the double decadrachmas that were up to 60 millimeters in diameter and weighed over 80 grams. These coins are rare and unusual finds, and probably represented unique high-value payments, perhaps to mercenary troops. The Greek commanders from Bactria, who occupied the Indus region, issued double decadrachmas. A famous example was discovered in Afghanistan, minted by an Indo-Greek ruler named Amyntas Nicator. Amyntas probably held power in about 120 BC, and the coin was perhaps issued as payment to foreign regimes. When the Macedonian king Alexander the Great conquered the Persian Empire in 330 BC, the area of Greek rule increased substantially. In the following century, leading Greek governors and generals in outlying territories declared independence and established their own royal dynasties in their former commands. The successor Greek regimes in Iran and Afghanistan created their own drachma coins to finance their administrations, pay their military colonists, and enable commerce. Consequently, silver coins circulated in territories as distant as Sogdia and Fergana. Sogdia was on the frontiers of the Central Asian steppe, and the Fergana Valley led into the Pamir Mountains, permitting access to the vast Tarim Basin. In contrast to the Greek system, the main units of currency in ancient China were small copper or bronze coins. The early Chinese did not issue silver coinage, and their base metal coins displayed enormous variety. This was partly because, in certain periods, the state allowed private individuals to manufacture copper and bronze coins. These coins had a higher currency value than the cost of their metal content and the expense of casting. The profits could be increased by debasing the metal with a small quantity of cheap alloy such as lead. Chinese coins were expected to conform to state-approved size and design, but sometimes imperial nobility were granted the rights to mass-produce variant designs in their workshops. Chinese coins were small discs, shaped and cast in ceramic molds that produced multiple coins with each casting. Each coin had a small distinctive square hole in its centre. This meant that coins could be laced together into easily identifiable batches for storage or payment. A Chinese soldier in the later Han era could expect to receive about 20 of these coins for a day's labour. This means that if the Han Hellenic dragon coins are authentic, then they are unique. Were they an unusual Chinese attempt to copy or emulate Greek currency? The first modern record of these dragon coins comes from a Shanghai art journal published in the early 20th century. A coin collector in China described the appearance of a dragon coin that he claimed had been in the possession of his family for over a century. No details were provided about the origin of the find, but an image was published along with details of the garbled Greek text. Soon after the death of the collector, several versions of this coin appeared for private sale to art dealers. Since then, other versions of the coin have been acquired by museums or appeared for sale to collectors. In total, several hundred of the coins have been reported, but few of the finds have been published or subjected to scientific testing. The coins are casts, reproduced in either silver alloy, bronze, or lead. Coins are between 40 and 50 millimeters in diameter, and due to their slightly convex shape, they have a thickness of between 4 and 8 millimeters. Their weight is over 90 grams, which makes them the size of the largest Greek double decadrachmas. They could therefore be considered ingots rather than money. The obverse depicts a coiled Chinese dragon, where a Greek coin might depict the emblem of a city-state or the portrait bust of a Hellenic king. The reverse is a ring of corrupted Greek script that appears to be a list of titles, honours, and declarations merged into a continuous text. Many of these examples may be forgeries, fakes, and replicas, but there are some consistencies in the accounts regarding the location of the finds. Most of the finds are reported to have been made in a region called the Hersey Corridor that connects central China to the Tarim territories. In the 1950s, a Western scholar named Otto Menchen-Helfen was able to closely examine a dragon coin that had been cast from bronze. He studied the foreign text and concluded that the Greek was a blundered copy of a blundered rendering. But he recognized certain letters in the garbled script and suggested that the text had been transcribed from a Parthian tetradrachma coin. The Parthians, or Parnai, were a mounted steppe nation, originally from homelands located east of the Caspian Sea. In the mid-3rd century BC, they captured territory in eastern Iran from its Greek overlords and settled the region with their steppe kinsmen. The Parthians maintained their steppe warrior traditions, but made use of existing Greek and Iranian communities and court systems to govern their expanding realm. Their coinage used Greek script, and proclaimed the new Parnai rulers to have all the titles, power, and authority of their former Hellenic kings and governors. The Parnai also declared themselves to be protectors and allies of their urbanized Greek subjects, who they relied upon to maintain certain aspects of local administration. Parthian kings, such as Mithridates I, appear on their coins wearing the royal diadem worn by Greco-Macedonian rulers. They also depict mythological Greek figureheads, such as Hercules, on their coins. Certain early Parthian tetradrachmas display an image of the Parthian king with the Greek legend Basileus Basileon, Arsakes, Epiphanes Philhellene. Basileus Basileon is a Greek rendition of the Persian royal title, King of Kings. King Arsakes was the founder of the Parthian realm and gave his name to both the ruling dynasty and the regime. Epiphanes was a royal Greek title meaning the glorious or God manifest, and the term Philhellene signalled that the ruler was a strong admirer of Greek culture. Dr. Menchen-Helfen thought that the designer of the dragon coins had incorporated a corrupted version of this Greco-Parthian text onto the reverse of the Chinese coin ingots. The appearance of tiny square mint marks on the coins suggests that this person was a government official working for the Han Empire. The question is, why would the Chinese Empire create hybrid currency containing Greek text? Please see part 2 of this video lecture for the historical context and the possible policy motives behind the creation of this unique coinage. For further information concerning contacts between ancient China and the Greco-Roman world, please see my book, The Roman Empire and the Silk Routes. Thank you.